Yeah, how you doing?
Well, I guess 5 games into your career, just what's it been like, being a starter and playing in the SEC and so far for you?
Well, there's been a lot of ups and downs in the SEC. There's a very small margin of error, so the things that I've done wrong in practice and the wrong steps that I've taken and everything sometimes it's been exposed in games because of the small margin of error.
Has it been more difficult than you expected it to be?
I knew it was going to be difficult. It's a league with a lot of talent and a lot of guys that play hard. I've never had the chance to play in this SEC before, so I didn't know what to expect. But I've been doing the best I can as far as preparation and attitude.
What do you think has been harder, maybe reading the defenses and what they're doing, or the strength aspect and how strong you are as a true freshman?
There's a lot of strong guys that play on the defensive line, but communication is kind of tough sometimes because of the small differences in the front and those details that you have to pick out as far as just the difference between whatever front it is. So a lot of teams play a lot of multiple fronts, and I just got to keep working a lot of different fronts and everything.
What do you think the mood is of the offensive line right now?
The offensive line, we came today with a huge appetite. We were hungry, practice hard, try to finish every play, do everything that we can to get better. Offensive line, we take a lot of pride in the things that we do, and we just came out here today and just tried to just bust it and work as hard as we could.
How important, y'all kind of struggled to run the ball Saturday. How important is this week to kind of establish that rushing attack, just for y'all's confidence in terms of the running game?
We're very confident in how we play when we play together and when we communicate. So we're working on our communication and our overall finish every day, and we're going to get those things fixed and run the ball well.
For you personally, what's your comfort level, and do you feel like you're growing more and more comfortable each and every week?
When you say comfort, do you mean like confidence level?
Both, really.
Both, really. Well, of course, the more experience I get is very helpful, especially in a way where I can see what my mistakes are and come into practice with a mindset. I'm going to focus on the type of errors that I made on certain plays and certain looks, so I can focus on that to get those fixed. So that's helped a lot with my comfort and confidence.
You feel like the mistakes, are you seeing less and less mistakes show up on film every week for you personally?
I don't know exactly. I make mistakes and I kind of have a snap and clear mentality, and I come in, I look over them, and whatever I see that kind of occurs the most is what'll be my thing to focus on for the day. My one thing to really just zone in on to get better and think about it as I go throughout practice.
What did Florida do that was so different than what Oklahoma and Georgia had done to you guys?
It's kind of a hard question to answer. They played ball just like any other team.
Did they give you different looks?
They had multiple fronts, but we played teams that also played multiple fronts. So, like I said, we just got to get our communication down and just grind and work hard to get better, and that's what we're going to do.
Jay, how much of a crash course has it kind of been the last several weeks? You go from Arkansas State right into Oklahoma, Georgia, and Florida.
Well, regardless of whoever the opponent is, I just try to come out and play with great strain and great toughness and mental toughness. So regardless of whoever the opponent is, we just try to come out and play with our style of play. So that's really all I got.
What have been the biggest things that you've learned the last couple of weeks?
Margin of error. In the first couple of games, you can make some mistakes and maybe recover for it, but the slightest step, it's a game of inches, and the slight inches can be the difference between a win or a loss, or a play breaking out, or a tackle for loss. So just got to focus on the details.
What does it mean to you guys to see Jacob Gillum trying to fight through what he's fighting through now?
I'm so glad you asked me a question about Jacob Gillum. Jacob Gillum is a guy I've looked up to. A lot of our guys are very close to Jacob. He's been a tremendous leader, especially when I came over to the offensive line. He helped me a lot as far as just everything, as far as calls, schemes, everything. So when I see Jacob, I see a Ward, somebody who represents the state of Tennessee and represents our program. You know, he earned a scholarship in May and came out and played his first game and gave everything he had. And to me, that's just I have a deep respect for him for that. And to see him come back off of everything that's happened to him and see him just persevere the way he does, I mean, honestly, like, it's just amazing. And it's definitely something I look up to. So proud to see Jacob back.
Thank you.